Hi everyone, Miles Williams from Real Property Management Southland here. I just wanted to give you a quick update now that we're about halfway through the month of April. I wanted to give you an update on our rent collection and update on evictions and what is possible in the state of California right now. So obviously we've all been greatly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, and the state and local governments have been putting some big restrictions on rent collections and evictions. So the first thing I wanted to convey is that there is hope. We manage over 500 units ourselves, and we have collected to date about 92% of the rent that we were slated to collect for April. So all things considered, not too bad. Many of those others in that 8% that we're missing have payment plans or some arrangements made. So a lot better than we had projected. We had planned for about 20% in rent not paid. The second thing I wanted to update you on real quick is evictions. The state of California has paused unlawful detainer or eviction hearings until 90 days after the state of emergency is lifted. Currently, that state of emergency is slated to end May 31st, which obviously we know that could change. So that would mean that no unlawful detainer or eviction case could be heard in court until 90 days after May 31st. So that's June, July, August. We're talking about September is the first time you could get an eviction hearing. Now, keep in mind, there will probably be a big backlog since the courts have been closed, and also there will be a lot of people that will be filing evictions. So, what are the best practices if your tenant doesn't pay? First one I would say is compassionately work with them. These tenants are scared. They've, at no fault of their own, had their wages cut, been laid off, and they're very scared for their livelihood. So show compassion, let them know that rent is still due, but you are willing to work with them. Secondly, you want to require proof that they were affected by COVID-19, and that there's some specific documents that you can ask for. Message me if you're interested in that. I'd be happy to share those qualifications that they need to meet with you. Third, you want to work out a payment plan. So this kind of goes to the old notion that some money's better than no money. So work out a payment plan. Right now, the state's requiring that you defer the rent payments, if requested, up to 6 months. So the state is requiring that you defer the rent payments for up to 6 months if requested by the tenant. And you can break that up however you and the tenant agree. Our recommendation would be to have them pay as much as you can every month, because chances are they will not have the funds in 6 months to catch up what they've deferred these couple months. If you have any questions on a payment plan, feel free to message us. Happy to help you with that. And next, like I said, collect what you can. You're not going to be able to evict them anyways right now. The courts are closed. You might as well at least take what you can and deal with the eviction later when the courts are actually open. One other option is to consider letting them out of the lease early. You could say, hey, we'll waive early termination fees. We'll just keep your deposit to cover April's rent, and you can get out. You won't have an eviction on your record. We won't have to wait to evict you. Everyone's happy. Maybe they've got a family member or a friend they can move in with, and they'll certainly be in a better spot financially and without an eviction on their record, and you have a chance to put a new qualified tenant in that unit. You might say, well, the market for rentals right now is probably not good. Well, actually, we've filled 9 units in the last 30 days. So a lot of people are still looking for places to move to. The spring and early summer is typically our most busy time for filling vacancies. So it's not the worst case scenario to have a vacancy right now. It's better to have a vacancy and be able to put in a qualified tenant than to have a tenant who can't pay and is going to be able to not pay for 6+ months right now. If you need to file an eviction notice, plan to wait until about September before you'll even get a court date. And prior to getting them out, it's going to be even longer than that. So if you've got a tenant right now who you file an eviction on, you will probably not see them out of that property until December or January of next year. So if you have any questions regarding all these issues, let us know. Be happy to answer them. And feel free to give us a call or a text at 562-270-1777. Thanks.